Dead Island opens at the very beginning with a tremendously important question. Is it Sam B? Maybe Cinemoy? Ryder, perhaps? Oh, maybe Jin? Oh, no. I guess not. Well, by the end of this video, I promise we are going to find out just who you, in fact, do voodoo. Or whatever the f that is meant to mean. In all seriousness though, this game catches infinitely more shit than it deserves to. Like from day one, the laundry list of complaints about this game. It looks like ass. Well, fair. It plays like hell. Yeah, kinda. The cutscenes are super cringe. Oh, man, this is rough. I'll give you that one. So if it looks, plays, and feels horrible, how can it possibly be a good game? That is a super good question, and we are going to dive into that together. I think the best place to start is looking at the trailer for this game. The hype that this created 15 years ago was insanity. And although it told us basically nothing about the game, and certainly lied about the quality of the graphics, I mean, come on, man. It has gone down as one of the most polarizing release trailers of all time. The way it showed a family vacation spiraling to the depths of hell in reverse, I know that sounds dumb, but it was really well executed, and stuck with many gamers who anxiously awaited the drop of this title. Unfortunately, the game really ended up being nothing like the trailer, which more or less pitched it as a cinematic horror release, and it is worlds away from that. Even the collector's edition of the game came with this, let's say, interesting human torso. And again, was definitely going for this shock factor path, much like the trailer we discussed. So potentially they relied a bit too much on all of this? I don't know. But instead of the promised serious, atmospheric, and emotional ride that the trailers would have made you think, we got
Penny, and I'm looking for my teddy bear.
Okay. The thing is, it does not need to be emotional. What we ended up getting on release is really far better in my opinion. The backbone of the story is nothing new. Zombie outbreak happens, all hell breaks loose. 4 people randomly are immune while literally everyone else on Earth is not. Well, hey Joel, good news. There are these random people supposedly too, so you could go ahead and... All crimes are now justified. Okay, so the story itself is actually relatively well written. Sure, there are many fetch quests, but that is most open world games these days anyway. Am I right? First, we have to select our character. While listening through their insanely funny character bios,
I grew up in New Orleans.
Then we have Mr. Peaked in high school.
I used to be on top of the world, brother.
Dude, these characters, man. Alright, so after we pick, we then spawn in the hotel. After we had a seemingly brutal night at the frat house, and all of a sudden, everyone is dead. Except for the voice man on the radio. More on him later. We get past the first set of zombies, only to be bit. But hey, we don't turn like everyone else. Now, everyone alive expects us to do everything for them, no matter how trivial. And with that, we have the driving force of the entirety of this game. So we wake up, save Cinemoy, and head to our first base of operations, the lifeguard tower. A quick side note. Why does this guy look like the type that is still going to the nightclub every night despite being 3 times the age of everyone else there? Okay, either way, we get to the tower, and the first thing we're assigned to do is get food. And then, get food again. Unbelievably exciting gameplay. Wait, what? No one touched the f***ing juice? I thought we had nothing left. It's been days of in-game time. What was the point of all this shit? This is one of those things like, would it have killed them to just remove the asset so I could have the illusion that my efforts were worthwhile? Anyway, now the game starts to really pick up, and we leave the resort and go to, the city of Moresby? To get there though, we have to get a big truck to go through the tunnel for some reason. Either way, the hotel happens to have one of those. So let's go. First we go through a data center sized security room. Why the f are there this many server racks? What kind of operation are they running here? Okay, I spent way too much time analyzing this room. Let's move on. Anyway, we have the truck. Now we have to armor it up. Conveniently, there's an infected mechanic that can do just that. And oh, he pawns off his daughter on us for a little while. Dude, why the f is Jin soaking wet? No other characters look like this. How hot is it meant to be out? I mean, that's hot, but not that hot. Like, chill out, Jin. Anyway, onward we go. Moresby. Why do I feel like this place already looked like this long before the outbreak? Dude, what a mess. Where is public health? This feels so accurate to what we have in real life with these island paradises where wealthy people go to travel and all of the workers who make the place what it is have to go back to the inner city slums just outside the resort. And they just have guards at the city limits telling all tourists, no, stop. Nothing worthwhile beyond this tunnel. Go back to the resort. But then you see all the exhausted workers biking through and no one's asking any questions. I don't know. I think they really nailed that part of it. Either way, so we get to Moresby and it's just hell right from the start. Survivors are held up in a church with the local crazies trying to get in, and local gang members decide to turn off the water supply, as you do. So we gotta go shut these bells off and dispose of these gang members, and all is good in the world. Yay! Nope. Now we have to go in the tunnels.
Come!
Why are you saying it like that? Dude, I have always hated this part of the game. It's just a bunch of long-ass pipes filled with infected, and I still to this day do not get the true reason why we need to go there in the first place. But here we meet a new gross zombie class, which I'm not really sure how they got to this point given the fact the outbreak just started, but either way. Also, why the f are there so many people in the sewers? Like hundreds. Are these the infamous Moresby sewer people? Like the f. Either way, we now move into the third act. What I like to call the jungle boogie session. The best part of the game, in my opinion. Where we get to do some science, baby! For who? Oh, the trusty voice in our head that has been guiding us all along. Surely they're not up to no good, right? Right? Okay, more on that later. So either way, for whatever reason, the local indigenous tribes hold the key to the cure. No idea why that would be the case, but we run with it, and climb a really annoying mountain. I love how Dr. West just wants us to siphon some blood from these people. Like, what do? Go up to them like some door-to-door salesman with an IV bag, like, spare a sample? But before we get there, we need to find one of the local swamp people. Figure the swamp would be the key to it all. Dude, can you imagine the amount of malaria flying around here? Damn, this looks so rough. So anyway, back to where we were before. We get to the top of the mountain and we're attacked. No shock there.
Did you see that, man? That was voodoo.
We're getting closer to our answer about who you voodoo. Oh, it turns out the head doctor guy is just a nut job. And he took like 15 times the legal limit of blood from Urema. So she goes and unlocked all the cages, and this happens. But hey, Mr. West figured out the cure just in the nick of time. How wild. Man, that guy was a charlatan anyway. Honestly, good riddance. Okay, onward and upward. So it turns out the man on the radio is in the prison. Okay. Maybe he's not a prisoner. All should be okay, right? Right? Anyways, we go to Alcatraz.
Ain't that swell?
So we get there, and the inside of a prison during a zombie outbreak is just as hellish as one would imagine. And the prisoners want us to get them all guns, for a good old uprising against the remaining guards, which Voice Radio Man quickly shoots down, and I guess we can assume all the prisoners perish after this. Also, guns in this game absolutely blow ass. It's meant to be more hand-to-hand combat, and the game makes you well aware of this from early on. For example, it takes me all of the ammo I can carry to take out this one zombie. So yeah, don't think of this game as a shooter because it's really not. So we finally meet the man on the radio, and he is the psycho we all expected. And his push for the cure was solely to save his wife, which, well, I guess we could say isn't going to make it. And then Jin gets the clever idea to beep, boop, bang, and now Ryder's cooked. And he gets hit with the Giga infection and turns in like 5 seconds. Probably because of all the shit they had been pumping his wife with to slow down her turning, which made her a super zombie. So anyway, we game end Ryder. Damn it! Why is he so tanky? And finally, we fly away. And the prisoner that we for some reason took with us says,
As long as the world is the way it used to be.
It's not. And never will be.
so yeah, it's better be on the island of Banoi, whatever it's called. Nice going, Ryder. Looks like we're all cooked. Anyway, that is Dead Island. Let me know if you like this video, because there just so happens to be 2 more games after this. And I also had a ton of fun with those games as well, so... Oh, and yeah, we want to know, who do you voodoo, bitch? Well, after scouring the web and finding literally nothing, I turned to the lyrics of the song, and one thing that keeps coming up that makes the most sense in the scope of this game, that being Sambi's zombie army. And given what we just went through in this game, encountering legit thousands of them, well, I guess that is just it. The entirety of everyone who vacationed on this island, and they let us know that. I hope you all liked this video, and if you did, drop a like, and of course, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.